Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Eagles going up against the Seahawks. And with that, we'll send you up to the Pacific Northwest and Century Link Field in Seattle, home of the 12s. So we'll welcome in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Century Link Field here in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they can use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
Shipped together here from the D-line. On second down, Rawls. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Over.
Here's Manziel. Drops it underneath for Rawls. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Manziel. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Pernell McPherson's a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Manziel. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right,
to throw. Going, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 27 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it and when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Newton on first down. He's got time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And that'll be incomplete. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. The play clock's running down. Now it's Newton. And incomplete here on third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game.
There goes Thomas Rolls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rolls with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on second down.
Here we go now. Boom, watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Check, B-19. No. Check, Patriots. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. No. Check, Patriots.
And the wideout in motion. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Flush to his right. And he's got room. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Newton now to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Eagles. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On play action, they'll throw. And no way to get loose that time as Manziel goes down. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Watch it now. Here we go now. Green, 39. Here we go. No. Check. Patrick.
And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Manziel. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Manziel. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught at the 25. They give him a gain of 38. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Manziel eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go play action here on 1st down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Play action. It's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Perriman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Newton on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Third and long, it's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Detroit! Check 99. No. Gun.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And the wideout in motion. Here's Manziel. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he motions the wide receiver. Now Manziel. Throwing left side, it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Detroit!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Lockett the man in motion. Manziel flushed out right. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And out now come the Eagles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. Return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable for Lockett, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Williams, the man in motion left. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Perriman in motion right. They go again with Rawls. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
No. Check, Patriot. Let's go. 3, let's go. All right, now look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try to pick up a first down.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, Rawls. He's been busy tonight. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offensive coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Rashawn Perriman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd and 10, Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Newton now to throw. Dancing to his left.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jaron Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. To throw on second down is Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot now. Hardy, green, 39. Gun. Black 99, Philly. Here we go. Let's go. Green, 39. Leopard.
In motion goes the tight end. Manziel. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. 18 yards there and a first down. we go. 1st and 10 now. They'll try to run with Rawls. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go.
Again, it's Rawls. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Here's Manziel. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a pickup of 21. And the Eagles are going to have a first down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On first down, it's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Second and 10, Newton again. Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
To throw is Newton, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
20th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll take it inside. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And able to push his way forward. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A running play for Rolls. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it,